All right, here we go. So this is
Satay sauce.
satay sauce.
Hi, this is Kazzrie again, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a peanut satay sauce with no peanuts. Generally a Thai peanut sauce has peanuts, peanut butter, but because so many people have issues with peanuts, and I think the main reason for the issues with peanuts is because apparently peanuts are really heavily sprayed, and also they carry a lot of mold. So I think it's the mold that people react to. So you don't need to make a peanut sauce with peanuts. You can use almond butter. So far I've used almond butter, I've used pumpkin nut butter. That works really well. And recently at a raw food class, we had a raw food class here in January, and we had 5 yoga teachers. And there was a lady in the class who was allergic to nuts. So I had to change all my recipes at the last minute to exclude all nuts, almonds and things like that, and substitute for seeds. So I happened to have the sesame seed butter, and I used sesame seed butter for peanut satay sauce, and it turned out really, really well. So this is what we're going to use today. So I got this at the bulk barn, bulk sesame seed butter, and I think that's about a cup. I think that's a 250 milliliter container. So I'm not even going to measure it and dirty a measuring cup. I'm just going to pour it right into the blender. And I'm going to get something to scrape it out. A knife. I'll put this up here. It smells so delicious. I just love the smell of this sesame seed butter. I've never really had it before. I didn't know it was this good. You could, sunflower seed butter, sorry. You could use sesame seed butter as well, but that's more of a tahini taste, which is, you know, what you use in hummus. So I think pumpkin seed butter, almonds, or sunflower seed are your best choices. Okay, so you have approximately a cup of your nut butter or seed butter. And then we want to add a little bit of water. So we want to get things going. We need to have a little bit of liquid. I should get my measuring cup out. I tend to eyeball things, and usually it works out pretty well. We will add, again, I kind of like to go under for certain things, like this is half a cup of water, but I'll go with a little bit less and see if I can get the mixture going. And it might just be enough. If not, I can add more. It's easy to add more than you can't take it away once it's in there. Okay, then the other thing, key ingredient, is lime. Lime is a big flavor enhancer in Thai cooking and in Thai uncooking, because we're not cooking. Yay, no pots and pans. So we're going to use our grater again, and we're going to get lots of zest going. So we're going to have this yummy, just zingy taste to our satay sauce. And I'm going to use probably most of this lime. And this sauce, so far, I think everyone who's tasted it has loved it. One lady and I did a recent 10-day raw food and yoga challenge with a local Moksha yoga studio. And one lady's comment was, she says, OMG, I can't believe I've lived 54 years of my life without peanut satay sauce. It was like the highlight of the 10-day challenge to learn how to make this. So this is a winner everywhere you go. I make spring rolls, Thai spring rolls, vegan Thai spring rolls with rice paper, and I make my own satay sauce. And whenever I go to a potluck, and that's usually what I bring. And now it's kind of expected and requested of me by certain friends because everybody loves them. I'll bring the spring rolls with the satay sauce to the table, and within minutes, like, they're all gone. There's all kinds of other food all around the table, but the spring rolls are like gone like that. So this is always a hit. Okay, so it says 1 lime grated and juiced, and we are going to juice this lime up on the side. I used to buy, well, sometimes I still do, but maybe not so much anymore. Right, Gus? We don't buy it so much anymore. There's a brand, I forget what it's called, anyway, at the supermarket, a little Thai brand of peanut sauce, like the real peanut sauce. And it's really, really good. But it's like $6, I think, for the small, wee little jar, smaller than this. And You can just make your own. It's much more cost effective and it tastes better and you know exactly what's in it. It's all natural ingredients. There's no preservatives in it when you make it yourself. So it's definitely worth the time. And how long is it going to take you? It might take you 10 minutes to make it, maybe 15 with the cleanup. It's really not time consuming at all. So there's some beautiful lime juice. Gosh, it's pretty. It even has like a real green color. There doesn't seem to be any seeds, so I'm just going to pour that right in. Okay, and then for even more lime taste, there's kaffir lime leaves. I got these at the Asian store, so any Asian store, maybe in the international aisle of your supermarket, you may find them. I just keep them in a jar, but they're dry, these dry leaves, and oh my gosh, they smell so good. It's like a perfume, but they're really dry and crunchy. So these are kaffir lime leaves. So I keep them in a sealed jar, and but to use them, I soak them. So I just put them in really hot water. I just gave them a little soak. So now they're soft, and that way they'll blend much better. And there is what do you call it? A spine, a stem, or something. Anyway, I take it off the stem because the stem is kind of hard to blend. And you throw that in there as well, and this is going to just really amp up the fresh flavor. So there we go. And ginger and garlic are two other key flavor components to Thai food. And again, I have my handy dandy grater, and I'm just going to grate a whole bunch of this. It says 2 to 3 tablespoons of ginger, and I don't measure, just grate. Oh yeah, I love ginger. By the way, ginger is really good for you, and it's really great for an upset stomach, and I like to put ginger in my green smoothies. So if I make a nice green smoothie, especially if there's mango in the green smoothie or pineapple, something like kind of tangy, the ginger is it blends really nicely with it. So I'll add a little bit of ginger to my green smoothie, and it just gives it a little different flavor, which is really nice. Okay, so I think we might have enough ginger. I might do a little bit more. There we go. Clear that off. And then the garlic, I like to grate the garlic too because it's just, then I'm more sure that it's going to get blended in. You don't really have to, you could just chop it, but the grater's already out, so I might as well just keep grating. And it says 3 cloves of garlic. I don't know, that seems like a lot. These are large cloves, so I'm just going to do 2. Or maybe just 1.5. I love garlic too. There we go. So we throw all that in. And let's see. Okay, so we want to balance all this tartness and all the different flavors with a bit of sweet. So we're going to add, you could use, again, maple syrup or honey, stevia. So I just have some honey, and it's saying a 1/4 cup. I don't know, it seems like a lot. Again, I'm just going to pour some in and give it a twist. That should be enough. If not, I can add more. I'll taste it before I finish it. Okay, it's asking for tamari or a gluten-free soy sauce. So this is Bragg, and it's all-purpose liquid soy seasoning. It's a natural soy sauce alternative, and this is what I like to use. And we do need quite a bit of it. It calls for 3 tablespoons. I might just put 2 to start, and a little bit more. And then we need a little bit of sesame oil. It says an eighth of a cup, 1/8, but I'm putting a little less to start. And we have our kaffir lime leaves. The only other thing is a little bit of pepper. I don't even know what kind this is, but it's just one of those little skinny hot peppers. I just cut a piece of it, 1 little piece. You want to take the seeds out because the seeds are really super hot. So I'm going to get something to scrape those out. And be very careful after you scrape the seeds out. Don't touch your eyes, your nose. It will burn. Make sure you wash your hands really well after. Okay, so for the hot pepper, I'm just going to And you don't have to put hot. If you don't like hot, you don't have to put any in. This just gives it a little heat to the sauce. Or if you really like hot, you can add more. Okay, so there we go. I think we have everything. I'm just gonna look at my recipe. Yep. Yeah, so the amount of water you put into, it's up to you how thick or thin you want it. And if you're doing it for pad thai, you want a sauce that can really pour well. So you might want a little bit thinner for your pad thai. And if you're making it for your spring rolls, you want it thicker so you can dip it in or spread some on your spring rolls. So I like to make it thick, and then I can split it half and half, you know, water it down a bit for the pad thai and keep it thick for the spring rolls. So there we go. Now we're going to the blender, and I might need that stopper thingy. And I may not, I don't know. We're gonna try it without and just see. Give it a little mix. I don't know. I'm gonna stir it up. And you know what? You don't even really need the blender. I don't know, I've never used one, but I guess you could use a mortar and pestle. Look at this, Gus bought this today. Isn't that gorgeous? What's it made of?
Granite.
Granite. You just kind of mush everything up in here. Or our good friend John, he just gets the bowl and just mixes everything in with a fork and good to go. So you don't really need the blender. I just like the blender because it's super fast and it makes a really nice smooth sauce. I'm gonna give it a taste, if it needs anything. I'm going to add a bit more. I didn't put the full 3 tablespoons. I like to just be sure of that. A little bit more of that. And you know what? I could probably even add a bit more lime juice. It's hard to believe you need more lime because we put a whole lime juice and all that zest and the kaffir lime leaves, but maybe because of the peanut butter or the sunflower seed butter, it's kind of heavy and it's got that oily kind of taste to it. Maybe that's why it needs a lot of lime. So there you go. You just get your little, what do you call it? Little juicer thingy from the dollar store. I love the dollar store. Get all kinds of goodies there. All right, I'm gonna get one more little mix. Okay, we're done. We have, I'm sure it's really good now. It's right on. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's so good that, like, really? I mean, if you put that in a bowl for me and gave me a spoon, I'll eat it like soup. Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good. That's like crazy good. Okay, so we're just going to, let's see. Anyway, we're just going to pour it in a bowl and we're going to have it ready for our pad thai noodles and our spring rolls. We'll get the rest of that later, but this is your beautiful homemade fake peanut satay sauce made with sunflower seeds. No, yeah, sunflower seeds today. So try this at home. Let me know what you think. I'm sure you're going to love it. Enjoy. And visit me at Kazzrie.com for recipes and to find out when my next 10-day raw food cleanse is going to be online. Coming to you soon.
All right.